Barbershop conversation, guys. I find it funny, man. All these make weights, catch weights, and people get mad, and people saying Floyd should move up. Floyd should move up to fight Triple G. Let me explain something to you guys. If Floyd fights at 147, Jesus Christ would make weight to fight Floyd Mayweather, man. He changes lives, man. Just I know I've probably talked about this before, never put it together in one video, but Robert Garcia has been in big fights ever since he's fought Floyd Mayweather. Andre Berto bought a $500,000 car. Marcos Maidana blew up to 200 pounds and hasn't been back in America since his last fight with Floyd Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao made over $100 million. Canelo Alvarez is a parlayed Floyd Mayweather's 24 and gained more than Mexican fans too. Learned so much from Floyd Mayweather about him going down to 152 to make that fight. Now he makes people come down or come up to 155 to fight him. So Floyd Mayweather is the standard in boxing. Hate him, like him, indifferent. If I'm Triple G, I find a way to make 152 or 147 and fight him. If I'm anyone in the world, if I'm a heavyweight, if I'm Anthony Joshua, I find a way to make 147 pounds. I know I'm trying to find the humor in this, but Floyd Mayweather does not have to move one iota. You either make 147 or you don't. Floyd Mayweather doesn't have to move an inch. He can do whatever he wants in the sport of boxing. 47 fighters have tried. He's had 2 rematches, and they've all failed. He's the best of this generation, man. And it's just awful when people say Floyd should move up to fight Triple G. Man, he's 40 years old, man. And you guys will say, well, Triple G is 35, 36, but he doesn't have the resume, and he hasn't been in the sport of boxing at that level since then. And it's you guys got to see Floyd Mayweather work out to fully understand how good he is in terms of sparring, in terms of working out. Okay, here's what I guys want you guys to do. I want you guys to watch, let's say, a slugfest like Matisse John Molina. Watch that fight. Then I want you to watch Robert Ghost Guerrero fight Floyd Mayweather. Watch the anticipation that he has when you're throwing a punch. That Robert Guerrero fight, he was out of the way before Robert Guerrero was halfway through his punch. He was waiting on him to throw his shots, man. That is just God-given instincts with the combination of self-discipline and self-practice. There's 2 things you got to do in this world, guys. You need to outsmile and outwork everyone else. If you live by those 2 rules, you'll be great. I'm not saying Floyd Mayweather outsmiles me, but he definitely outworks most boxers. He's made 147 up until the age of 38. Whereas you got people like Maidana born up to 200 pounds. You have Adrian Broner at 25 saying he can't make 140. I mean, there's so many other examples, but those are just the 2 that come to my mind. Man, give him the credit he deserves. If I could make 147 and fight, well, I could make 147, but I'm not a professional boxer. But Triple G has to come down to 147. And if you're a Chocolatito, you got to come up to 147 to fight. Floyd Mayweather does not have to move. Let him be who he is. And that's just it. So, barbershop conversations. Truly appreciate you guys' support. I just get sick and tired of people saying Floyd should move up. Floyd's a coward. Floyd's this. First of all, boxing is a business before it's, I say this all the time. Boxing is a business before it's a sport. And if you don't believe that, Canelo is the greatest example of that we have today. Triple G is the greatest example that we have today. HBO, I said this a year, maybe a year and a half ago, and Abel Sanchez finally confirmed what I just said. No, I apologize. Virgil Hunter confirmed what I said about Andre Ward putting pressure. HBO putting pressure on Andre Ward to move up as opposed to moving down. Excuse me, finding the catch weight for to fight Triple G. So that goes to show you that boxing is a business. And if you don't believe it's a business, Floyd Mayweather made $300 million to train for 3 months. Well, forgive me, he's been training his entire life for that Manny Pacquiao fight. He made $300 million. Just to put things in normal perspective, just for you guys, because we'll just deal with normal terms. 3 months and a fight. Oh my, that is amazing. I think Alex Rodriguez's contract for 10 years was 272, if I'm not mistaken. Alex Rodriguez takes 10 years to earn what Floyd Mayweather made in 3 months. And because of Floyd Mayweather, guys like Kid Chocolate, Peter Quillen is making $1 million a fight. I think he's undeserving of $1 million paycheck. And he just quickly comes to mind, but he's changed the fiscal landscape of boxing. And I'm grateful for that because, well, it's the gift and the curse because you probably can make more as a reporter, but when you go cover a Floyd Mayweather fight, you got to pay $200 a night for a hotel. So you put the money right back. So, but anyways, it's definitely an event covering them. But I think this is not a black issue. This is not a white issue. This is not a Mexican issue. This is just, man, give respect where respect is due. You know, he is by far, when Floyd Mayweather says TB, and I've spoken with him about this, just on a personal level, he's talking about inside the ring and just as equal or more important, outside the ring. He's only got hit 20 times in his career, guys. If you have a conversation with your friends, you're going to get stuck after this 7th time you say Floyd Mayweather's gotten hit. Let's see if I can name them off. The obvious ones is Shane Mosley, Zab Judah, Maidana. These are just off the top of my head. Chop Chop gave him a rough fight. Emmanuel Augustus was his toughest fight. You see what I'm saying? Cotto had him in a rough fight for 8 rounds, and then he dominated the last 4. I know I'm missing a handful, but I'm just saying if you just have a casual conversation with someone, it's hard for you to think of 20 shots Floyd Mayweather has gotten hit with. Whereas you look at a guy like John Molina, who's gotten hit with 20 bombs in one fight. I know he's a B-level, C-plus fighter. Or Sugar Ray Leonard, who took too many punches. The second half of his career, he took too many punches. What Terry Norris did to him would have made you cry. I know watching Roy Jones Jr. late in his career, I consider him the greatest fighter I've ever seen. It's been tough, and I've had conversation with Roy Jones about this, and he wants to be the cruiserweight champion of the world because he's gotten every title above 160 except the cruiserweight champion of the world. So heavyweight, light heavyweight, and so you guys know the rest. So um, I just want to. I wish I was. Sometimes you just wish you had a bigger platform just to put things to bed and help people put things in perspective. You know, I've been hard on Floyd Mayweather. If you Google me and read some of my stories, you can gladly see them. I try not to mention who I write for and stuff when I do these, because sometimes I go off on a tangent and I don't want to combine the two, but feel free to do that. Um, but, you know, just put everything in perspective, man. He's the best of this era. And if you mention anyone with Floyd Mayweather, he's definitely coming in second place. So if it's Manny Pacquiao, he's the second best fighter of this generation. And there's nothing you can say or do to dispute that, not unless you're Max Kellerman. So, barbershop conversations. Everyone would make weight. The premise of this video is everyone would make weight, would do their best to try and make 147 to fight Floyd Mayweather. That's just it, you know. His 6-fight deal with Showtime, all 5 fighters, because he fought Maidana twice, has been life-changing moments for them. Life-changing. And if you don't believe me, ask Robert Guerrero's father, Ruben. Ruben is his name. I've had conversation with him off camera for about 30 minutes, and he said, what Floyd Mayweather, he said I'm quoting him. So just in case you guys I will quote Ruben Guerrero. He says, what Floyd Mayweather did for my family, I love him. That's Ruben Guerrero. And Robert Guerrero has gotten over $1 million and close to $1 million every time he stepped in the ring since then. Robert Guerrero's not $1 million fighter. Let's be honest. He has a great story. He's definitely not $1 million fighter. He doesn't sell. He doesn't promote himself being on the edge. He's not blazing hand speed, the toughest fighter in the world. He hasn't, ever since he moved up to 147, he's been a B-level fighter. And moving forward to Canelo. What Floyd Mayweather did to Canelo was give him the blueprint to stardom, being a megastar. And he's doing exactly that. Maidana, you've seen pictures of Maidana. He's in Argentina having the time of his life. Manny Pacquiao has since retired from boxing. If Manny Pacquiao needed money, he could step in the ring and fight anybody at 147, 152, 154, anywhere, but 52 being a catch weight. But, 140, in between 140 and 154, he can fight anybody. But that $120 million he made fighting Floyd Mayweather, he doesn't have to. So, and you guys know Andre Berto's new car. And I think that's it. So, we'll just cover his most recent. So anyways, I'm done. Barbershop conversations. As I said, Jesus Christ would make 147 to fight Floyd Mayweather. And I'm out. Barbershop conversations. Peace, guys.